Hi beautiful soul, it's Jazz and welcome to Life by Jazz. For first time viewers, this channel is all about personal, professional, and spiritual growth. And for you returning subscribers, welcome back. It's so good to see you. In this video, I wanted to share with you some tips for minimalist shopping at a flea market or vintage shopping. I have a very vintage vibe in my house, and I've done decluttering and I've minimalized my life, but I'm also going through a redecorating phase, and I wanted to find some really cool stuff at flea market. So I went today. I called my mom and dad. They are both veteran flea marketers. They've sold and been shopping at flea markets for the last 15 years. Basically, I grew up in flea markets. I wanted to share a few things with you guys that I've learned that can really help when you go shopping at a flea market, so that you don't come home with all this junk, and so that you're really fulfilled with the things that you purchase when you do go shopping. My first tip here is to really know what you're looking for before you go flea market shopping. For me, I knew that I wanted to get some pots for my plants, and I wanted to get maybe some baskets, and maybe one or two kind of decor items in the realm of Afro-Brazilian or Southeast Asian culture, and so one of the things that I'm really excited about that I got, that I really knew that I wanted, is baskets. I got two of these baskets. They're really beautiful and colorful. They could fall in, they're more Southeast Asian. So I got both of these for $5, but I'm really excited that I found those, and it was because I really had my eye out looking for baskets. So these tips were really inspired by Marie Kondo's second book called Spark Joy. And it's all about keeping the things in your life that you love and letting go of those that don't bring you that excitement, that joy. So my second tip is to really shop for joy and not for a bargain. I really try to ask myself, does this really bring me joy, and does it really excite me? Or am I just trying to seek a thrill through getting a bargain? So one of the things that I brought home from the flea market that brings me a lot of joy is definitely this Tibetan singing bowl. It's something that I've been looking for a while, but I knew right away when I saw this particular singing bowl that it brought me a lot of joy. I really love the details on the inside. So you can hear it, super loud. It packs so much in this small Tibetan singing bowl, and this is something that I'm going to be using daily for meditation. I did bargain for this, but it wasn't even like I got a huge bargain from it, but I knew that it was something that I still wanted to get, whether or not I got that bargain. So that leads me perfectly into my next tip here, which is to know how much you're willing to pay before you ask and before you bargain. So a lot of times at flea markets, it's very common to bargain, and that's great. But you want to know how much you are willing to pay before you talk to the person, because then you're just going to end up feeling really frustrated with yourself if you end up spending more than you wanted to, or if you didn't get that. So this is something that I bought and I bargained for. I absolutely love it. It's an African basket, and it has all these beautiful puka shells on the outside. When I first saw it, I knew that I wanted to pay $35 for it, and the only reason I had that context was because I'd been looking at other baskets. So I asked him how much it was, and then he told me it was $45, and I said, would you take $35 for it? And he said no at first, and so I walked away because that really was what I was willing to pay for it. He ended up coming back and saying that he would take $35. And the great thing about this type of bargaining is that you're not actually bargaining, you just know what you're willing to pay for and what you're not willing to pay for. It really doesn't feel slimy, and it's a good way to really honor what your truth is. So my next tip for minimalist shopping at a vintage flea market is to really consider the condition of the item that you want to buy at the flea market in comparison to the things that you have at home. So whether it's a piece of clothing or a rug, you really want to envision whatever it is that you want to buy at the flea market in your house using it. Because when you're at a flea market, the context of everything that's around you is used, which most houses are not like that. There's a mixture of new things. A lot of times I would buy something at a flea market and think it was in great condition because everything around it at the flea market was in worse condition. You really want to envision it in your home beside all the other things that you own. So this is another thing that I picked up. It's a Buddha head, and I really saw it and I was like, this is in really great condition. It looks like brand new, but it's vintage. So it's really great because I really envisioned it in my house and I knew exactly where it was gonna go. I'm gonna put it in my kitchen or even in my living room on a shelf. My last tip for minimalist shopping at a flea market is to know exactly where this item is gonna go in your home. So if it's a rug, make sure you know where it's gonna go and if it's actually gonna fit in the space that you want it to fit in. Make sure to take measurements before you leave the house to know the different spaces you wanna fill. And if you're buying a piece of clothing, make sure you can envision yourself wearing it in the next 24 to 48 hours. One of the things that I bought that I really love, and I knew exactly where it was gonna go right away, is this potted succulent. So I bought them separately, and I probably need to fit this in a little bit better, but this is just a white pot, and I got this purple succulent, and I saw it and I knew right away that it fit really great in my kitchen and even in my living room. So I'm really excited about all the things that I found today at the flea market, and I really know it's because of this mindset and this practice of minimalism that really has allowed me to find things and that I really truly enjoy and bring them home with me. And most importantly, continue to feel fulfilled in my life with everything that's in my life right now. So I would love to know now, what do you consider when you go and buy things? And do you truly feel fulfilled with the things that you buy? Okay, let me know what you think. If you like this video, please make sure to give it a thumbs up and subscribe to this YouTube channel so I know to make more videos. Also, head on over to my website, lifebyjaz.com. There's a ton of free resources and information about working with me as a coach one-on-one. It's been a pleasure connecting, and namaste, ashe, that means good vibes, good energy, and blessings to you.